How did you get along with Andre the Giant?
Loved Andre. Yeah, Andre was the type of person that if he liked you, he loved you. If he didn't like you, run. Plain and simple. Andre, he liked me because I ate all the time. He got a kick out of it. He go, boss, you eat a lot. I like that. I mean, just that's how Andre was. I still remember one time. This was 330 pounds too, and I always flew Northwest Airlines because I was based out of Minneapolis, and I had a gold card so I could go first class everywhere I wanted. So I'm sitting in first class. I'm tired, for the night before. I had got up, got a big breakfast. So I didn't want any food on the plane, because it's a short trip. And there's like one seat left up in first class. Well, who comes on? Andre. I said, oh, you got to be kidding me. So he comes over to the seat. He goes, boss, anybody in that seat? I said, no, Andre. Now, those big center things between the seats, the dividers in first class. He grabbed that with one hand. That's how big his hand was. With one hand, picked it up, pulled it out, looked at the steward, said, stewardess, can you take this? She's like, oh my God, I've never seen this in my life, And he sits next to me. I'm like, I'm afraid the plane's gonna flip to one side. There's so much weight on that one side, just with the two of us alone, And we go ahead, take off. I fall asleep. They bring some food out, and also I'm sleeping. Also get this big chop to my chest. Oh my God, his hand took like my whole chest. And he goes, boss, you want your food? I said, Andre, you can take whatever you want because I can't breathe right now. I mean, he chopped me so hard, man. It was crazy and that stuff, But that's how Andre was in that stuff. Like you say, if he liked you, he loved you. If he didn't, run.
Now, Macho Man was another guy that people seem to either have good or bad experiences with. I'm sure you may have wrestled him here and there. How was your experience?
Andre, I know, like I said, I never had an issue with Andre. I remember one time, I think it was Orlando, Florida, Royal Rumble, and Andre was gonna be the one to throw me out. And I said, lovely. Now, of course, back then I was young, so I was out all the time, and that's why I was out the entire night. We were in Atlanta the night before. Well, good old me's got to go out the entire night because I want to have fun. Not thinking about that, I got an early flight. So I just went out, came back to the room, grabbed my bags, went right to the goddamn plane. I slept my little bit on the plane, which was maybe an hour ride going down to Orlando. Got down there, had to go to the building. And all of a sudden they tell me, well, Andre's going to throw you out. I said, oh boy. Well, Andre came over and grabbed me. Oh, he threw me out all right. He gave me like a hip toss that I went over the top rope. I couldn't even grab the top rope to slow myself down. I had to do a flip in the entire air at 330 pounds and land on the concrete down below. Thank God I was able to land partially on my feet because I would have been dead any other way. I mean, he threw me so high. I didn't expect that. He was just so powerful. He just tossed me like I was a little kid.
I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
Oh, yeah, you'll see him. He just, boom, and it's like, oh, wow. I said, wow. I'm 230 pounds. He's tossing like I'm a kid.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please help me out and like this video. Then click the subscribe and get notifications buttons so you don't miss any of my latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Facebook at the Hannibal TV for more live streams and videos. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Hannibal TV.